Hello and welcome to UKGT. Of course, this is going to be the second game of tonight, the first map. It's going to be here on Mirage. We've got CEX, SEX, KEX, whatever you want to call them, versus
CEX,
Scum.
CEX, it's all the same. All the same.
And I'm going to be joined by Snuds.
Hello.
He's probably going to... Yeah, no, well, we make friends quickly here.
Exactly, especially in Britain, what can we say?
Yeah, it's an experience, but as we can see, you know, knife round well and truly underway. Do you want to tell us, a little bit about these? I mean, yeah, there isn't really much we can say about some of them. So
to talk about experience, Scum Gaming. I'm not kidding when I'm saying they're definitely one of the best teams in the UK. They recently won the UK Gaming qualifier for $10,000. So, you know, I'm going to be very surprised if they get outplayed here.
If you know, then you know.
Anyway, Scum Gaming, yeah, I haven't got a clue, mate. Honestly, I have not got a clue. They definitely the wildcard team in this tournament. They came out of nowhere. They beat everyone. Everybody's accusing them of being a cheater. Everyone's saying, you know, this muffin guy, they're cheating. Not all of them are from the UK, blah, blah. They're trying to get money. So definitely a big scandal there. These players are legit. They're playing on anti-cheat. You can't fault them here. They turned up during the qualifying. Here they are now versus CEX. Definitely a team that's been around for a very, very long time. The core being Rezu. Rezu is CEX, and into this round we'll be seeing a kit and smoke onto JDD, and potentially a double smoke here. We could be seeing smoke jungle, smoke towards stairs, and then flash over towards CT and fight CT. Let's see.
yeah, they're going to be making their way on towards the site, and well, it's mainly going to come on a shot to try and hold this down. If the smokes render everyone else useless, will be forced on back out of CT as they storm onto the site. Currently, it's still a 5-on-5. Bomb going to be going down, but it's actually Jod and Rezu who start mopping up these players. Jod coming in through CT, able to get 2 frags for himself, and now it's Brody C as well. Going to be able to find one out onto Nika, leaving it all on Filler here. 1 versus 5. He's got lots left to do, only a Glock in hand, able to get 1, but that is going to be all she wrote as the first round. Going to be going the way of CEX in a very dominating fashion for what looked like at the start a rather shaky pistol round on their behalf.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the idea there, smoke off stairs, smoke off jungle, flash over initially, and then flash over again. The problem was easy one-taps there for the CT side. CEX have the right setup. They're playing retake. They're playing towards CT ticket booth, and those 2 players just walk into the crosshairs, and they fall one by one, resulting in a very clean pistol round cut for CEX. Only 1 player dying, that's Brody C. And Brody C known for being a very, very aggressive player. And Liam S, quite the contrast there. Very stable, very complete player. JDD as well, being probably the highest skilled player on this team. Definitely potentially the mad fragger here. Rezu, the IGL and the face of CEX as the brand, as the org. And then Astro, sort of the wildcard AWPer that's really just been picked up randomly. He's got a lot of hours played, 4.3k hours. I checked his profile. He's played a lot. He's been around for a while. Just nobody picked him up until now. I believe Rezi was watching his stream. Was like, huh, this kid's got some talent. He's doing some nice AWP shots. Let's try and get him in and try and get some experience with him and see what happens. So definitely a big risk on this roster from Rezu. But we'll see what happens, and hopefully they can get some early wins going into this league.
Yeah, I mean, it would be good for them, definitely on paper at least. And as they head in towards mid on behalf of Scum here, they are just going to be taking things relatively slowly. With only 40 seconds left, they've got to try and make something happen towards one of these sites sooner rather than later. Right now, that mid presence going to be going unchecked, but Astro looking to try and change that, doing great damage. Going to find 2. Backed up, of course, by Rezo over towards short as they completely shut down that mid play. Able to find 1 over towards A, but will be dropped as CEX, they pick themselves up a 2nd round on the board, and also as to eliminate the Scum Gaming threat there relatively efficiently, only losing 1 player there to the might of the P250. It will be a buy down now for the side of Scum. AKs across the board, with the exception of Muffin, who is going to be on the Galil.
Once again, a lack of the AWP will mean wow, actually, I was about to say some aggressive play towards mid, smokes and whatnot, but instead they're holding for the default. They know CX like to play aggressive. Talking about aggressive, Rezu already slowly pushing towards top of mid, up short, and he will be matched now and faced by 2 CT players, 2 T players, but they are flashed. Gets the information, and he dips. He falls back, and Brody see that lines up 2 of those players. Scum, nope. Muffin gets the trade onto Astro. So we'll be seeing a 4 versus 3. 1 minute 20 on the clock, and the bomb is towards T-spawn, so this is definitely going to be a slow, played-out round here for Scum. So far, it's looking to go in the favor of CEX.
Yeah, CEX right now, I mean, they're taking things nice and slowly. They've got that man advantage. They're already where they want to be. You can see they've fallen back in a very passive locations. Right now, already see holding over towards stairs. He's going to be the main player to kind of answer back to this eventual A play when it comes underway. Of course, backed up by JDD over towards CT spawn. These rifles should be able to dispatch some of these players at longer ranges, especially seeing as they are just embedded into the site in a very, very nice crossfire position. But there are still 3 smokes on the cards right now for Scum Gaming to try and utilize, and they are going to be lining those up right now. Going to be trying to smoke off CT and jungle by the looks of things as they go for this push. And here we go. It's going to be underway. The man advantage still in favor of CEX, but as they make their way out onto the site, smokes to cut it in half. And well, they do accurately kind of flush out CEX, as well as that duck able to get one out on a Brody C. Muffin not ready to give up just yet, doing good damage, drops out JDD, and then it's going to be another out on a Rezu. Now it's just Liam, 1v3, trying to make his way in through jungle.
How on earth is this resulting in a 1 versus 3? Bananas. 1 versus 2 now, as Liam does find the kill towards jungle. And now with no kit in hand, the time is ticking down, but actually a player gets spotted out there, 2 HP. Unfortunate scenes there, but Muffin with an insane 3k. I mean, Scum, they run the clock down, they stick together, and I was about to say they wanted to play the trade game, try and get entry into A, trade the frag, and play the 2 versus 3 with the bomb down. Instead, they found 2 easy frags, 2 easy entries onto the A bomb site, and that meant a 2 versus 3. Somehow, some way, Scum take that, and that will put CEX onto the eco, even though they did win the first 2 rounds. But then again, leading to the next round, Astro will have the AWP, and that will make a massive and a major difference towards mid. And that could potentially catch Scum off guard. They might not expect the AWP onto the 5th round. Then again, though, eco here for the CT side, so all CX looking for is 2 or 3 kills.
Yeah, and well, everybody's just going to be caught out, making his way up through connector aggressively. Hawkins looking to try and do some damage in mid, able to get one, going for the spray transfer, but he's being backed up by Nika. One frag coming out on behalf of Rezu, but he's quickly dispatched as CEX. They're being dropped left and right. It's Liam over towards short with the P250, who can't quite chime in any damage, leaving this on JDD to make his way out through window, who once again whiffs that shot with the CZ. Now it's a 2-on-4, and they've had potential to do some damage, but they haven't been able to utilize it. And now they will be facing themselves in a 2v4 retake scenario, unless Nika on the flank can deal with this.
Yeah, pretty impossible round here for CEX, but, you know, if Liam can get an extra frag kit, take a gun out of the hand, it's not the end of the world, and what you think they will fall. 2 versus 2, we are tied as the second buy run comes into play. Will Nika keep the SMG? It's just quite interesting. If he keeps the might see him go underpass towards connector. Could even go for a fast palace play, try and catch out a player on the A bomb site. But yeah, SMG on Rezu as well. Orb onto Astro. Gonna have to be seeing a strong play from him. But talking about the SMG in close quarters engagements, 5 players shift walking towards B. This could be detrimental if Liam leaves and goes towards and pushes short, isolating Rezu towards B.
I'm going to be playing up close to person with the UMP. Of course, it's where you'd want it, but as Hawkins goes for the peak, is able to find that one, and now it's all on Liam to lock down this B site. He's trapped over towards short, able to find one. The nades raining in, doing a lot of damage, but flashes will allow him to survive momentarily. Hawkins quick to mop that up. He's on 2 frags right now, just entering in towards B like a machine. Bomb going to be going down. The man advantage in favor of Scum Gaming here. But I mean, they're losing the smokes to their advantage is pushing on through. Brody through the smoke going to get dropped out of the equation very early on in this retake, leaving it now in a 2-on-4. JDD just crouching up close and personal on the other side of this smoke. Able to find one, looking for a second. He's doing a lot of damage, but will be dropped out. Leaving it all on Astro, who's fallen back towards A with the AWP, wants to try and hold on to it. But Hawkins, he is hungry for blood. Will be dropped out, but they know where he is. He's signaling his position to the rest of the team. Astro got to try and get away, and it looks like he will be able to save the AWP, take that into the next round, and live to fight another day. Oh, unless... Oh!
Gets a shot. He will survive and take down Nika. 3-2. Contact BU play, definitely working out strong for them. Rezu jumps onto the van, does fall there, and that will cement the entry for Scum Gaming and allow them to go onto the B-bomb site, granting them the 3rd round, and again, the money is reset for CX, and honestly, strong start here. Scum, they can take this one as well, 4-2, and at this point, if they can go 9-6, maybe try and go for 8-7, try and equalize the half. I mean, they've done more than I anticipated. I really did think CX would steamroll this, potentially go 10-5, maybe even 11-4, which you've seen so far today. But maybe I'm tooting their horn a little bit too early.
Yeah, right now, I mean, Scum, they're just biding their time trying to make their way down mid. They're using these rifles at longer ranges to their advantage. And, you know, they're well aware that CEX, with the exception of Astro, who does have the AWP, will be relegated down to these pistols. Now, he's posted up ready and waiting to catch this connector play. He's going to be able to find the first. And as that Molotov does block off short for the time being, it allows Scum Gaming to make their way out over towards the A site now, going on the lurk through jungle. It's going to yield them one frag out onto Rezu, but they've still got to contest with this AWP, who for the time being is doing a great job of denying the peek out, but it's actually going to be Brody with 2 deegs. 2 fast deegs there to find 2 frags. Now it's a 2 versus 3. The man advantage is going to be going the way of CEX into this one. Bomb trying to make its way out towards B, but there are 2 players here very early on to try and contest it. But they do have the rifles.
They have the rifles and the utility and the opening kill, making it the 2 versus 2. But look at the close flank here from JDD. Spots out the player. Duck does fall, and now fill up. The 1 versus 2 gets a nice shed shot there. And Brody see if the AWP holding the angle. He's making the right play, but that smoke will throw a spanner into the works. He's going to have to get a 3rd deagle kill for himself in this round, and that smoke really does make a massive difference. As he walks through, and Filler finds another headshot, the 2nd from that round. Picks up the AWP. 4-2, they got a little bit closer than anticipated, but then again, Scum, they were anticipated and expected to win that round, so nothing really changed in the grand scheme of things. CEX here with the 3rd buy. AWP again onto Astro. No armor, actually. Gonna have to be quite risky and quite safe here. Gonna go for the mid peak. Let's see if it's matched for anything.
No, like you say, just peeking that mid angle. Gonna be with the AWP in hand. And Hawkins, he wants to try and make something happen here. He wants to walk into the waiting arms of Astro, and he does so. There we go. The opening frag going to be going the way of CEX. It's probably the best start we've seen them have in quite some time here as they look to try and recuperate a couple of rounds. Over on the CT side, you can see mid-aggression shut down very early on. They've only lost 1 player, but already it's caused Scum Gaming to completely halt in their tracks. They have to try and regroup and decide where next best to take their course of action, as they do still have a player watching mid in the form of Nika, but everyone else slowly but surely pushing up towards B apps. Yeah,
definitely making the right play here. There are man down, so if they were to play the default and carry on playing the default and wind the clock down, having the man disadvantage can make it very hard for them to trade frag. But as they are stacked up, hopefully we'll be seeing the entry or the trade towards B. Liam is caught out, spots the place, the Molotovs come in, and they actually catch him. No! The Molotovs fall just saw, they're not going to expect him here, and they do actually, pre-aiming the angle, Filler and Scum. Duck, find the entries, the B-bomb site is Scum's.
Yeah, B-bomb site might be at Scum's right now, but it's looking like they're only going to be having it on loan as CEX come back through in a big way. Going to find 2 frags early on, leaving it now with the man advantage in their favor. Brody just locking it down. It's all on a Duck, and he gets eliminated as Rezu with the short play. Quick to deal with that one. It's a 3-4 scoreline now as CEX. They keep 3 players alive. They should be able to grab that AWP, and they do so. It's now going to be a double AWP setup for the CTs. And I mean, just what a textbook retake there at the B site to cement that 3rd round.
Good retake, smart. Smokes came in and flashes came in. Brody saved the entry as well initially. Allowed CEX to win that, even though I really didn't see them winning it. The big problem here is the way that first initial player died in mid, right? Bad flashbang for his teammate, allowed Astro such a free kill with his AWP. And that meant, okay, imagine if there's another player on that B-bomb site for that retake. That's 1 more angle that he can hold. 1 less angle for the CTs to have an advantage onto the terrace, and another trade frag the CTs will have to find. So that 1 stupid death in mid definitely caused Scum to lose that round, and the Molotov there. Astro shoots the AWP, whiffs, and has to retreat here, granting mid control for the T side. The problem is that they have no players towards A or B, so once they have mid, it's going to be very difficult for them to pull the trigger on one of these sites. But we could be seeing a connector play here. Got that player in T-spawn slowly grafting towards the A-bomb site. Many players. Is that player boosted in window as well? It is. Nika is below Whorehouse in window now, and he can be the backstab player. He can be the key. Yeah, he's just going to die, isn't he? Astro finds him, takes him down. Pretty, yeah. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I mean, the issue we're kind of seeing, unravel into this one is they focus so much attention in towards mid. When you send all 5 players to a location, you lose a lot of time, you lose a lot of information elsewhere, and they've got very little for it. I mean, they boosted that player up window, he gets eliminated, and now they only have one player trapped down in lower tunnels in the form of Filler, who is just, for the time being, almost like null and void. He can't really commit to anything here, as there are 2 players just primed and ready to deal with him when it comes underway. Everyone else for Scum is pushing out towards that A site, but they've still got to contest with the players here. And as they get dropped out, Body on the rotating through connector, able to find one. The rotate does come through, and somehow they're able to turn this around. But then Liam and Astro on the back of these double orbs don't want to allow them any sort of chance back into this one. Liam from short finds 2 nice frags in order to cement a 4th equalizing round on the board for CEX.
No smokes for the T side. Grant Liam S the angle to peer in through short, through connector, catch those players crossing towards triple boxes. And all it took was 1 smoke, and instantly 2 of those T players would stay alive for longer. 2 entries. Brody C and his fellow teammate die towards CT and jungle. Grant's Scum Gaming, the A bomb site, but Liam S there holding the angle. Keeps the round for CX 4-4, and the money is very weak. We'll be seeing the eco coming out from Scum. I mean, like the tactic going for the burst through Palace. Problem is though, already 3 players hit.
Yeah, they're trying to rock out with their Glocks out, but it's not going to be the case as Brody and JWD just shutting it down. JWD switching out to the USP, and he channels his inner Sam Fisher. Can't quite deny the bomb plant, but he mops it up nicely. Would have been better if he could have just landed that headshot a few milliseconds earlier to deny the plant, but still, the extra cash injection for Scum will allow them to have a very healthy buy up into this round. 5-4 right now as CEX. They retake the lead for the first time since the pistol.
5 players staying alive for CX, so that eco is so important as well. Look at the money, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000. 3K on the remaining 2 players, so that money is strong. They can keep reinvesting into these rounds if they do lose them. But you just mentioned there, 5 rifles will mean an execute. Without the AWP, they don't want to play the pick game. They don't want to play nice and slow. They want to play the execute style. And personally, I like the call. You can see there's only 1 player towards triple. As soon as the smokes come out, he will retreat, give up the A bomb site. This means the bomb should go down for Scum. And hopefully, with the bomb going down, finally, they will win A after plant.
Yeah, I mean, that said, though, they have rotated these mid players through and in towards the A site. If they decide to potentially go aggressive over these smokes, which is what we're seeing, that this could bode very badly here for Scum as they're using their own smokes against them. We can see an early frag out on Anika. He's going to halt the push a little bit, but quickly returned as Hawkins finds JWD. Brody, meanwhile, going to be finding another double frag in from Sandwich. He's just lining them up and knocking them down today. Now it's a 2 versus 3. It's all going to be on Filler and Hawkins. Bomb is down, but it's not really planted very advantageously for anyone. It is going to be a Palace plant, but with no one in that location, they will just be relying on raw aim and talent to finish this one off, and that's exactly what Filler and Hawkins, they do it at the end, and they manage to pull it off against all odds.
The CTs, they have smokes, nades, and flashes. Smoke ramp, flash over, flash and peek. Sorry, peek with the flashes. Rounds over. Play the trade game, got the man advantage. Have a man lead, flash the angle. If he dies, trade him. Boom, rounds over. They just walk into the crosshairs of Scum. They didn't anticipate that player towards Shadow underneath the balcony. He will catch up that CT player. And as soon as that CT player dies, that allows the player under balcony to start wide swing towards jungle. And Phillip gets the 2K there, cementing 5-5, tying up the scoreboard. Definitely didn't anticipate that, but a good change here. You saw when we watched Impulse play, they didn't really change what they were doing. They kept running the same strat. They didn't work. Scum, they make the right adjustment. They have the smoke towards jungle. That does not allow Liam S to have an impact from short. Without those early frags from Liam, the afterplant goes in the favor of Scum Gaming. Finally, they make it 5-5. So 1 minute on the clock. Good default here coming up from Scum. They don't want to play aggressive towards A because they know that they've been playing retake for the CTs very, very often towards CT. Instead, there's been mid pushes from Rezu and Co. Also pushes towards B short. So good play here from Scum. I like the read. I like the default. And eventually they will find out towards B. And hopefully be seeing a execute or a B contact.
Yeah, a lot of this is going to depend on whether or not Nika can find any success in towards Apps. Of course, he's going to be facing off against Rezu. And, well, it's actually Brody C to fall first over towards mid. Astro is watching the angle for that B push, so they are lucky to fall on back and not opt to go for it as they find success in towards mid, looking like they will actually be splitting out on towards this B site. With damage down underneath, but that's going to be, they have to check the close angle. Feel like going to be able to land that quick flick, lands a second as well as he spray transfers out on a Rezu. Muffin, meanwhile, entry fragging like a beast, drops out Astro, leaving it all on JDD to come in for the rotate here in through kitchen, slowly but surely trying to make something happen. They don't really have a lot of money, so a save not really going to make, all the difference here.
Definitely should save in this scenario. Has no kit. I mean, if you save there, you've got 5k on Brody, 4k again on Rezu. You can drop over that M4, have an M4 yourself. Brody can buy, Rezu can buy, boom. That's 4 M4s. Instead, goes out and dies. And they will actually just save this one. Smart play. They won the Open Astro. The Open Astro and the Open Liam S have definitely been major factors resulting in them gaining rounds. But so far, I like what I'm seeing from Scum. I mentioned before the way they change their play based on what CEX are throwing at them. They don't just run the same thing over and over again and expect the same result. They realize what wasn't working and they change to what is working. And that was the set execute towards the A site and the B bomb site. Well played for them. We'll get them finally 1 round in the lead. And already though, low HP, sorry, on the players for Scum Gaming. This could potentially be a miracle run for CEX.
Right now, though, Scum, they've already been able to find something over towards mid, and as we can see, once again, taking it very slowly. They're very, very good at this slow, methodical play when they come up against these ecoing CEX players. We haven't really seen any sort of resurgence on the back of these ecos or force buys coming up from CEX, thanks to this play that Scum are choosing to employ. Liam over to find one, but that's going to be it, as they do send the rest of their forces over towards this B site. The saving grace is going to be Rezu with this CZ, playing it behind bench. If they don't check the angle and he waits this perfectly, just shows good trigger discipline, then he could find a couple of frags. Nika might have just spotted that out, though, on the jump, and he does. He's going to be dropped out the equation, leaving it all on JWD and Liam to make this one happen. And I mean, coming on in, it's a Mag 10 and a 5-7 to try and pull this up. JWD able to find one, but that's really going to be it. It's a 2-on-3. He should get shut down here. They're doing good damage, but it's not going to be enough. Scum Gaming, they pick themselves up a 7th round on the board. CEX, so they do find a lot of damage on the back of that eco.
Yep, a few kills here and there, but not quite enough at this point. Scum Gaming 2 rounds in the lead now. The AWP again onto, is that Duck? Yeah, it is. Couldn't quite see that there. So, Duck with the AWP. Be interesting to see how he plays it, actually. Goes for the fast ramp pick. He's seen those City players go towards connector, go towards stairs early. He's trying to catch them cross. And unfortunately for him, though, won't quite connect the shot. Or the jump, as he does fail that jump towards Palace. But 1 minute 30 on the clock. And again, a very, very slow default from Scum. They give up mid. They wait for the CTs to push. But actually, 1 minute 20 on the clock, they might be going for a retake towards mid. Let's see what happens.
That smoke going to allow them to cross, as we can see once again a very heavy mid presence coming out from Scum here. They do leave Duck to go on the flank out towards A, so this time it's 4 players over towards mid, 1 at A ramp, and that will allow them to collapse out onto one of these sites. Ideally, you'd like 2 guys over towards ramp for the trade, but still focusing on mid, just allowing them to have this much free movement could come back to bite CEX in the arse here, as you can see. They rotate out a window, Duck able to capitalize as well on the outer position, Brody C. And now Hawkins boosted up in towards window room. He's going to be in the back line. It's a real threat. Astro quick to pivot on the spot, going to be able to find one, but the refrag coming through from the blind Muffin, as he does pick that one up. The man advantage now going to be going the way of Scum Gaming as they push out on towards the A site. Rezu and JDD, sorry, they have to hold this down, and Rezu on the flank, able to get one, falls on back, no trade frag in sight, closes it into a 2-on-3, but can't deny the plant just yet. The shots raining in from short are going to do exactly that. It's all on Rezu now. 1v3, bomb going down just in the nick of time, and he's tasked with trying to retake this one in a very unlikely situation, but the HP for Scum Gaming isn't too great.
Yep, doesn't have a kit as well, just a smoke grenade, so without a kit, it does make it extremely impossible to smoke defuse. Instead, he shall fall. I mean, they knew exactly where it was, had a in case he dropped that window, but staying towards jungle, he does fall 1 versus 3, and that makes it 8-5. Scum, I like what I'm seeing, honestly. I had no expectations going to this match. I've never seen them play before. I had no clue what I was going to watch, right? And so far, I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, like we said, when they came into this, they weren't really one that we knew a great deal about. A lack of experience in comparison to these CEX guys, and currently they're making a very good showing. Brody C, though, with a nice deagle just to moisten your appetites as he does find one in towards mid. The trade comes out. It's a 4-on-4, but still that $700 weapon has done a boatload of damage to the economy of Scum Gaming already. And thanks to this aggression as well over towards Palace, there's a lot of information gained. JDD, sorry, knows that there's no one now pushing up towards A ramp, no one over at Palace either, so it does just narrow it down, and you can already see that based on how CEX are playing. They're cornering off sections of the map and just trapping Scum Gaming over towards the top right, up at top mid, over towards the entrance to B apps. And for the time being, that's exactly what they need to do. They're just allowing these pistols to kind of work their way up into the closer ranges. They've pretty much solely dedicated on B and mid thanks to the positioning of JDD, and as a result, this round could definitely still go their way.
It's an interesting point you bring up there. You want to play slow versus pistols, but you also allow pistols to get into the prime positions to where they want to play. For example, pushing towards Palace, pushing to T-spawn, and all this information will mean a fast rotate from Astra and Rezu. Let's see. Liam has a nice one-tap there. Can they get any more? Liam gets a second. And another player jumps out the window. Where's he looking?
Oh no, it's I don't know what just happened then. That shouldn't have gone that way. And I'm a little bit lost for words. The damage is being done, and oh no. I mean, that could have been the shot that changed this round for CEX, and sadly they do just whiff it. But still, I mean, it's a one-on-one. There's not much HP on the side of Filler, but he's only got to watch this one angle. JDD just walking out into the crosshair. And there we go. He's going to be taken down. Scum Gaming, they picked themselves up a 9th round, and what was a very even start has quickly become a rather one-sided affair. Scum Gaming are looking to be in top form right now.
Sloppy mistakes there from Scum. Multiple players jumping out individually. They're not jumping out together, not playing as a unit. That's exactly what you want if you have those pistols in your hands. The P250s capitalize off those close range headshots, making it 5-9. And honestly, I was expecting this scoreboard to be reversed. I did not anticipate the level of play we're seeing from Scum. Rezu, though, finds the first on Hawkins. He does drop. Brody C as well refaces from connector and sprays down Nickap. So, seeing praises for Scum, but heading into the final round of the first half, they will fall short here initially. But we saw what happened last time. CEX had the 2 opening kills towards mid, and then somehow Scum managed to bring it back and win one of the early rounds. Could they repeat that here? I'm not too sure. I think CEX definitely learned their lesson. Brody C with another one, but does fall. Duck gets the kill. Instant trade there from Astro. Muffin now on the 1 versus 4.
He's able to grab the bomb, but with plenty of time left on the clock, not really limited in terms of his options. The only kind of red flag here is not just the huge man disadvantage, but also the lack of utility, a singular smoke to try and make a play happen. And as he makes his way down short, no smokes, no flashes, he'll be dropped out of the equation. Rezu quick to pick that frag up. 9-6 secured for Scum Gaming, a 3-round advantage as we head into the second half.
A lot of pressure here on CEX to win this T-pistol. Individually, in terms of aim, you're looking at Brody C, you're looking at JDD. These guys can definitely headshot. Looking at the scoreboard as well, 15 frags when you're first. A very strong showing. Filler as well. I think the thing with Filler as well is he's had such impactful kills. They're not eco frags. They're impactful kills, entries towards the A-bomb site, multiple entries towards B. I mean, just in my mind, going up short, finding the kill, the flick headshot on the guy that was in get right, and then spraying down the player towards Van. So, clutch plays. Individually, though, CEX, they're going to have to bring a strong performance here leading to the second half. And someone's off for a piss. So, we've got a slight break here.
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of give us a little bit of time, though, to perhaps speak about, who's been having these standout performances. Like you said, I mean, Filler is one that comes to mind, especially when you consider the fact that, within the first kind of 5 rounds or so, he was rather quiet, kind of sitting on about 5 frags in total. And then just across almost a couple of rounds, it shot up, put him at the top of the leaderboard. And since then, he's been a key player for the side of Scum Gaming. I mean, Hawkins had a very dominating kind of position early on with the entries out on towards the B site. He was very, very key in their takes of that. Did kind of start to fall off towards the end of the game, but still had a very strong performance early on. The real question is now, can CEX reconvene here, use their key players like Brody C and Astro, 2 players that have just been, you know, locking down sites time and time again, more effectively here on the T side. Whenever you have these star players that are getting frags, you do often find that they fare better on the T side because they can use them to open up sites. So I think a lot of it is going to fall kind of on the players that we've already seen having a very dominating performance.
You see, you say that, but generally, we can argue that point afterwards. Flash comes in, this is the fake. Muffin towards CT, trying to spot these players out, and actually Scum, I keep saying Scum, nick up with the 5-7 finds 1. Duck as well gets the second kill onto Liam S, and this fake has sold it because one of the players rotates, but there's still a player in kitchen. The bomb should be planted. This means that even if CX loses one, they will have a buy on the 3rd round.
Oh, a nice shot out there from Duck to try and find that one. Now it's somebody. He was only able to get 1 frag to his name. Leaving it all on JDD. He's over towards Short, trying to hold this down. The rotate coming on through. 3 players here on the site. Gonna find one through the smoke, and they're so low. He's done so much damage. Only has to land 1 singular shot on towards Duck, who's already got a number of frags to his name. Just playing around the smoke, playing it perfectly.
Oh!
JDD with the clutch. That's insane. That's exactly what you needed to see. As CEX, they cement themselves that pistol round in a very dominating fashion.
Wow. Well, I did say JDD has good aim. And right there, he definitely showed it. But a point I wanted to argue about was individual skill, right? And on your T side, you might anticipate that individual skill is important, your AK, your headshots, your entries towards bomb sites, but actually when you're on your CT side and you're playing... Did he just kill him jumping? I didn't have auto director on. Did he just kill him jumping?
I don't know. My overlay just got ruined at the start of this half. So
technical issues
just,
aside, that was a nice shot. That was
Yeah.
a nice shot. But yeah, I mean, individually, right? When you're playing your CT and you're playing your spot alone, you only have you and yourself to hold off an angle, to hold off an area and a part of the map. Actually, what a lot of people say is the reason that mixes are so strong, especially mixes of high individual skill are so strong, is because they out-skill the other team. And when you're on your T side, you can play the trade game. You have enemies, you have teammates to back you up, to flash for you, to be there with you, to trade your life. When you're on your CT side, you're alone. And a lot of the times, it comes down to individual skill. But enough of that. Already the first frag as a crispy headshot came up from Brody C there. And another one as Muffin does fall. 3v3, and actually armor on a few of these players, but JDD sprays down Nick up, resulting in the 1-man lead for CEX.
yeah, it's all on Filler over towards CT. Does do good damage out on a Brody C. No return frag in sight just yet either, as he does fall on back. Now just trying to work this angle. Flash going to delay the push that much more, but he does have the kit. As he goes to peek on out, he has to contend with the player over at Connect. That's going to be JDD, this star of the previous round, who's just watching for this peek out from CT. Crossfire going to be there, and they combine for that frag. CEX, they find themselves in 8th round, but at a heavy cost. They do only have 2 players surviving, which of course is going to pay some serious detriment in terms of their economy.
Economy aside, this will result in the tie of rounds. First pistol going in the favor of CEX means that CX have won both the pistols in a best of 1. Winning both pistols, Harry, is very, very vital. Grants you 6 rounds just straight off the board for free. And Scum Gaming, they did take a lot of the buy rounds. Hopefully they can do the same on the CT side if they want any chance. Claw themselves back and to take the lead from here. But we shall be tied 9-9. And I'd be interested to see as well how Scum Gaming decide to play the CT side, right? We saw them play passive defaults on the T side. Do they change the up though on the CT side? Do they get aggressive information? Do they play for the info? Or do they play passive? Do they play retake towards A? So many questions that hopefully get answered in this round. And the fact they have no AWP means we might be seeing some aggressive plays here.
Yeah, they are going to be sending Duck out towards mid, and will be Astro tasked with facing off against the smoke, going to be there to block off and allow safe passage and towards middle. There's a lot of pressure being exerted here early on, similar to what we saw previously. JDD making his way in through lower tunnels. 3 players over towards middle right now with Brody C and Liam over towards A and B respectively. Rezu is going to be the first to fall though over in towards mid as his head gets swiftly removed by Hawkins, who's holding that short angle diligently as ever, just biding his time, allowing these players to walk out into his crosshair and executing them with a ruthless precision. Well, for the time being, we can see Astro. He wants to peek out towards A and try and find some sort of refrag, but it's actually going to be JWD to try and answer back, but he whiffs those shots. Filler, they're going to be able to mop him up. Already see player tasked with trying to turn this back in the favor of CEX. Able to get one, but that is going to be it as Duck peeks out over in towards mid for the return frag, leaving it now in a 2-1-4. Liam, he's able to get one. And he might be aware that Nika's there. He keeps checking the angle, so I think he has an idea, you know, that Palace and scaffolding, of course, aren't clear. Is he going to check, though, the ladder angle? That's the question.
Duck, 14 HP. The 2 versus 3, potentially winnable here. And somehow Astro's nade actually dunks him down. I thought that was a 2 versus 1 for a second there. Nice days there from Astro. Unfortunately for him, though, Liam shall lose the 1 versus 1. Doesn't anticipate that player to be so close to him already. The fast rotation in there will grant Scum the 10th round. And good play there. I mean, they gave up mid. I anticipated that. You know, they play very passive, but they play smart. When you have a player playing towards short, you always have to have a player in connector. Connector and B short on your CT side, they go hand in hand. If you have no player connector, you cannot play B short pushed up. You had Filler towards B short, sorry, connector, and his teammate on B short covering for him. Filler talking, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Filler finds one. Nick with the multiple kills here, but will be traded out by Brody C, as he does make it the 2 versus 3. Flash of the angle, no HP as well, but the AWP there will put Brody C in the 1 versus 3, fakes the bomb. Goes to the peak, spots out the player, but a nice headshot there from Duck. Making it 11-9 in favor of Scum.
Yeah, I mean, they find these 2 rifle rounds, and that's going to be critical because now the economy of CEX is going to be a shambles, as we can see. They're going to be forced just to bite the bullet this time around, eco this one out, and that should allow Scum Gaming to reach a 12-9 scoreline. Unless CEX can pull off something truly remarkable over towards the A site. They send all 5 players here early on. Well, it looks like they're just going to go for the waterfall out Palace. That Molotov will deny it for the time being. But I mean, with how Scum are set up right now, no one really here to try and answer back early on, with the exception of Nika on that UMP. He's going to be dealt with very, very swiftly. That's going to allow the bomb to go down. Trades coming out now as Duck rotates on through. Filler and Hawkins next to mop up a couple between them. And Duck, he's going big with the AWP. Finds himself 2 frags. It's all on Liam. 1 versus 4. Playing up close in towards Sandwich. But Duck, he's not done yet. Goes for the flick, and there we go. That's going to be 3. A nice slick 180 there to cement a 12th round on the board for Scum. But the bomb plant, which is exactly what CEX wanted, is going to go their way.
Bomb does fall. Do you like that metaphor there? The waterfall out of Palace will grant them the bomb plant, and that means they will have money for utility and the AWP. Astro's AWP on the T side, haven't really seen too much of it, had we? He's usually him and another player last alive. He goes mid, he holds down, but Scum Gaming, they're playing very passive. They're not giving any entries towards the middle portion of the map. That's making it very difficult here for CX to use their aim, to try and use their skill, because Scum Gaming, they're just making sure CX walk into their crosshairs during the middle of the round with their force and they're under pressure, and they have to funnel out through tight checkpoints like Connector, like A-Ramp. Speak of him, Astro there gets the headshot onto Muffin. Creates the edge. Oh, another entry there for him. 2 entries onto the B bomb site, but does he anticipate a 3rd player towards B?
Yeah, I mean, Hawkins is going to be posted up here over towards Van. Smoke will be blocking him off, and as the bomb falls on back over towards A, they could actually be walking into the wrong site here. There's still 2 players posted up over towards this site. Hawkins, the only player over at B. And he's rotating off at just the wrong time as well. He's going to be pincered here by the remaining members of CEX, so it's not going to be looking too great, as if he does try to rotate off of B, he will be dealt with. There we go. Probably going to be going for the aggressive peak. Filler trying to refrag, can't quite line up the shot, meaning it all falls on Nika over towards Ramp, who does find the first, but him killing Liam is going to prompt the rotate over towards B. The remaining 4 players for CEX just posted up, biding their time, and Scum Gaming, as a result, have to fall on back and save. They're very far away. There's not really a lot of time, and they've got such a significant man disadvantage that saving these weapons, of course, is going to be the better choice to make. Yep.
Losing with grace is something that Scum Gaming have to do here. When you're looking at the money as well, they will need to save these rifles, drop their teammates, and try and stop CX gaining momentum. Give them 1 round, give them 2, break your economy, and they'll be right back at you in the lead. I mean, if this goes to what? If CX win the next buy round here, put Scum on an eco, we'll be seeing 12-12. And at that point, the pressure is on. and the inexperience from Scum Gaming could end up catching them in the back. Could potentially be seeing the comeback here for CEX. But Nika finds 2 frags, but eventually will fall. Actually, I do like that. You see, look at the money here for the T side, right? Nika finds 2 frags. The money means that there could be 2 drops come through. Liam and Resi being dropped will mean a lack of utility on the T side, and Mirage, definitely a map where you need your nades. I say that, actually, I think they have got covered. Have they got themselves covered? Let's see. Yeah, smoke on Liam. So the nades are still good. He will smoke off top mid. 4 rifles. I'm not there. That was my bad. I misread that. But still, duck with the op. Thamas on Hawkins. So firepower still strong. It's definitely the end of the world here for the CT side, and the mid take coming again from the Ts.
And I mean, at this point, CEX, they've gone mid time and time again, and Scum, I mean, they're just ready for it. They're shutting them down before they have any sort of, smidgen of opportunity, really, to make much happen out towards mid. They haven't really found much success whenever they've gone for it. What we have seen success in is these very, very methodical B plays, them rotating over towards A. What we saw in the previous round, trying to play on the back of that. Mid just hasn't been successful for CEX just yet, and I think a lot of that comes down to the setup that we're seeing Scum Gaming use. They have Hawkins posted up towards short, they go aggressive out connector, and then they find these early frags thanks to these crossfires being set up. As well as that, they lose bomb over towards apps, and that's thanks to a nice shot on the back of Duck there, I believe, who falls on back. Now just holding it passively, they've got a 3-man advantage. They don't want to give away any smidgen of opportunity to the side of CEX, and I mean, as a result, it's a very good way of playing this out. You can see they're forcing their hand to try and make something happen. And with only 30 seconds left, it's not going to be an easy task indeed here for the Ts.
Yeah, that smoke might be the final nail in the coffin. They could have gone for the contact play with the rifle and the AWP. That smoke will take 20 seconds to the clock. And actually, that one smoke causes a save here for CEX. And Astro, again, last alive with a fellow teammate. He plays very passive on the T side. So on the CT side, he's getting aggressive, he's peeking connector, he's going for the plays, he's pushing B. But on the T side, he gets cold feet. He just goes towards the black box in mid, and he holds. He holds for a window peek, he holds for a short push. But none of the Scum Gaming players are giving him the entries. And this has made us all very lackluster on his T side. Then again, on his CT side, he did have a very strong showing, so can't fault him too hard. And the pause will come out for the T side here. CX asks for the timeout, and the question is, with the force buy they have, I mean, look at the money. It's a very, very dire situation here. We could see, I mean, lack of utility, right? You're going to have your smokes and your nades and your flashes. You could do a fast B split. If you've got 2 Tech 9s, send the Tech 9s towards the apps, flash over, molly van, smoke balcony, jump through the balcony smoke, try and find entries onto B, and have the rifles and the AWP go towards mid and play aggressive there. That could work. But Scum Gaming playing so passive towards mid. Maybe CX can take advantage of that.
I mean, I don't know about that one. That's where I think, we might differ in opinion a little bit as to how it might be best for CEX to play this one out. I think mid has been very, very well held by Scum. I mean, you normally see one player over towards short, then they have a player at stairs, one in connector, sometimes a guy in window as well. They normally have 3 players within a very fast rotate of middle. And whilst they aren't taking the aggressive stance in mid, they are still locking it down from these passive angles. So as a result, I really feel like CEX might benefit a little bit more from trying to go fast out towards A, landing these smokes, just locking down the site. As, usually there's only one main presence actually holding that site from kind of, triple box or scaffolding. So, the smokes could definitely be used to cut it in half. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how they decide to remedy this problem, but I don't think mid is the answer right now.
I mean, you're not wrong. Oh.
No, I was just going to say, just because of how they've been getting shut down every time they've tried it.
You're definitely not wrong. But the thing is, the way Scum have been playing, they've been playing far back towards short and back towards connector. It means that smokes and molotovs are so prevalent towards mid. One smoke connector completely gives up mid for Scum Gaming. Let's see here though. Astro towards back boxes, peeks towards window, and actually a face finally comes, but unfortunately him, the timing. Is that smoke gonna land? 2 missed window smokes from CEX. Definitely not what you want to be seeing here if you are a CEX fan. But nevertheless, you do go towards mid. And again, Scum play very, very passive. So this is what I meant. Scum play passive, they give up mid. You can exploit that. Yes, they play well when the T's are in mid and they fight for connector, they fight for short. But if you smoke off connector, you flash short, you can definitely exploit the way Scum are playing. And the way CEX are playing is definitely not the most optimal way. You know, Scum are playing passive. This slow default hit me, not pay in their favor, and exactly that. The AWP finds the first frag towards mid.
Look at this aggression right now, though, from Nico, who's pushed all the way up through T-spawn, and this could be huge here, as if he picks his pace up a little bit. You can see the aggression out towards the B site, up close and personal. Brody able to do some damage along with Liam, dropping out Muffin, but Hawkins very, very quick to refrag there. It's a 2-for-1 trade, and that's going to put them at a huge disadvantage now. You can see Astro's made his way down short, but Doug primed, ready and waiting, going to be coming off the better of the two with the AWP there, leaving it all on JDD, who's had some amazing clutches in the past, but not this time, as he is going to be eliminated. 10-14 now, Scum Gaming, 1 round away from that point.
Money as well. I mean, for CEX, you could save this, play for the overtime, try and win 5 rounds in a row. The money is weak on Scum Gaming's side, so it's doable. Win 2 rounds. 12-15, break the economy, make it 14-15, try and take the final round. But that means winning 3 actual full gun rounds. And so far, they haven't really been showing much life. They won 4 rounds, but 3 of them were from a result of the pistol. Filler here. Completely decimating this Palace push, this Palace burst. Making it 15-10, match point for Scum, CEX. And actually, that maybe this is giving us a sign there as to what's about to come.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, the real issue is, out of the 10 rounds that they have, only 5 of them have been on rifles. So they've been so reliant on the pistols on the side of CEX. And normally when you pick up those 6 rounds, you'd be at a huge, 5 rounds in this case, you'd be at a huge advantage. But they are just being outclassed in the rifle department. There's no other way to put it. They are just being out-aimed right now, as well as being outstratted quite favorably in terms of how Scum have been playing this one, which, like we've been saying throughout, is very surprising. This time, CEX are going to try and switch things up, going for what I was hoping they would do, an aggressive play out towards this A site. Very, very fast, lots of aggression, and it does allow them to make it across. The Molotovs and nades doing lots of damage, though. Liam going to find himself on 10 HP, but this site just crueling with CEX at this point.
Astro, what are you doing? Bomb is dropped. Astro planting for mid. It's a good plant. The problem is that with no backup from his teammates, no one playing close towards stairs, no one spamming the smoke. The CTs can do whatever they want. They don't feel under pressure. They spam the smoke. They hear the bomb go down. Astro falls. 3 versus 5 here. JD does make it a 3 versus 2. Then again, no utility for the T's here. Philip and Muffin versus JDD and Rizu.
Low HP on Philip is something to worry about, but they don't have utility to try and mop it up. And oh my god, not when he lands shots like that. A nice quick hit and run on the back of the AWP to eliminate JWD there on the site with the bomb. You can see the peak coming out from Rezu, but it's not going to land. Muffin mops him up, and as a result, does secure the map point round. And I mean, that's going to be that, 1-0. A very, very strong half there. A very, very strong game. Sorry, what am I on about? A very, very strong game. And CEX, I mean, they just couldn't answer back. Scum had a very, 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 very strong CT side and very, very strong just rifle round as a whole. And I really do feel like CEX just struggled to answer back. Will that change on map number 2? I mean, what do you think, Sods? I mean, where do they have to improve?
For CEX, they brought in Astro 3 days ago, right? So they're not going to be drilled on. They're not going to be fully drilled on any maps. So it's going to come down to a Cache, a Mirage again. I don't know. Can they play the same map again? Is it the ESL Premiership format? I'm not too sure, but could we see Mirage again? Could be seeing it's going to be a pug map, right? Regardless, potentially Overpass. I know CEX definitely loved Overpass previously at their old lineup, but we could easily be seeing Cache. I'm trying to think of what else. Dust 2. CEX loved Dust 2. They used to anyway. But it's all about Scum. What does Scum ban? What does Scum want to play? They showed very strong priority on the rifle rounds on Mirage. And even they lost both pistols, closing out 16-10. I mean, this could have been a 16-5 from what we saw on those commanding rifle rounds. But from me and you, Harry, at Just Harry GG and at Stan CSGO, we'll be back with the second map in just a short break.
Hello and welcome back to the UKGT. This is going to be map number 2 of game number 2 tonight, CEX versus Scum. We already saw Scum Gaming have a nice convincing win on the previous map, which was Mirage. Joining me tonight is going to be Snuds. And
hello.
How you doing there, buddy?
Oh, knackered, mate. Been up since God knows when in the morning. But here I am now, casting the final map of the first day of the first week of the UK tours. Got auto director as well. No longer casting, observing. That'd be fun. Got a full HUD as well. Hopefully the full shebang for this game. What about you? How are you?
You know, my throat is on fire as a result of not casting much for the, Christmas break. But I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit tired, so I've had some coffee and some caffeine. You know how it is. And I'm excited for the fourth and final map of tonight. It is going to be Scum Gaming versus CEX, like we said. And I mean, so far we've seen Scum bring a lot of stuff to the board that we didn't really expect to see up against the team with the caliber kind of the players on CEX. They have had a very successful time of it on Mirage previously. As we head into Dust, looks like they could be more of the same. Oh, for sure, he mobs up 3 in the blink of an eye. Rezu quick to try and answer back with some fancy clicking of his own. Going to have to find 2, but that's going to be it, as now it's all on Duck to hold off A. He just wants to fall on back, hold it a little bit passively, try to do some damage if he can, but ultimately just maintain the man advantage and wait for the rest of his team to rotate on in. An amazing play up short. Oh, there we go. Hawkins and Muffin from short to finish off the pistol. I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything better there from Filler.
I mean, CX, they go for the Xbox smoke, fast up short, but generally speaking, a very popular strat right now in the current meta is heavy presence towards mid on your CT pistol round. Boost 2 players up towards mid, have a player spot from mid, take the attention off of that initial player towards T-spawn, push up short, and then just face. Try and outshoot those Glocks, and Filler does exactly that as he finds 3 very nice headshots towards B shot. I'm certain he's going to be watching that one back on the stream, so hello, Filler. But hello, the B bomb site. Hawkins finding 3 frags there. Can he get an ace here? Gets 4, 5. Hello. First ace of the season. So 2-0. Bomb did go down the previous round, so we've seen the buy come up for CX onto the 3rd round, but no AWP. No AWP on Dust 2 is major. Could be seeing a... oh, there's so much you can do on Dust 2. B contact, heavy towards lower tunnels, flash short, go up short, take control of short, go up mid, split B. There's so many different things you can do on this map. But the fact these players are lower tunnels, we could be seeing control of short after they do go towards mid. Instant trades from the CT side will result in a 3 versus 3 with 1 minute 30 on the clock.
Yeah, they're just trading pins back and forth, but it will be equaled out in a 3-on-3. These UMPs doing work right now for Scum. I mean, it's only Duck now left out of the original 3 UMP Musketeers. But still, I mean, he looks to do his brothers proud as he's still holding on to his very, very firmly. They've done a lot of work thus far, like we say, and already they've had a great return on investment out of them. Now, CEX making their way towards the A site. Only Philly here to worry about, just biding his time on the other side of the boxes. He'll get spotted out. His rear end too large, too buxom, too beautiful for the light of day, as he does get taken out there by Rezu, meaning it's now a 2 versus 3. Bomb down over towards A, and Duck and Hawkins tasked with trying to retake this one.
Yeah, this is definitely a save. Unless they can try and take guns out of the seat of the T's hands, which could definitely be very prevalent here. Hawkins fast up short, flash comes in. Now trying to face towards the A-bomb site. Liam there towards Pit will catch Duck off guard. Hawkins 1 versus 3 towards CT. We'll get 1 kill, but unfortunately, Task Force resulting in a 2-1. And CX managed to bounce back, taking the first buy round. And from what we saw last game, any wins on buy rounds for CX, I'll definitely be very happy to have that. Considering I believe they only won 5 rifle rounds the previous map, so already strong showing here. Only aggression towards lower tunnels does grant them their first round.
Yeah, we can now see Scum, learning their lesson. Not going to be trying to roll around with the UMPs, with the exception of Philly. Everyone else will have the rifles in play. CEX, they are going to be making their way out through lower tunnels, looking like they're going to be trying to grab control of mid, potentially make their way up short, but with no smokes to limit their play here. They're going to be taking full advantage of that. They send 2 players over towards short. Now we're going to make that 4 as everyone else hops on up. Looking like it will be an A split. They have got that player over towards long as well in the form of Rezu, who's just taking things slowly, waiting for the smoke to fade. As the smoke start raining on in, just waiting it out for the time being. Not going to be giving too much to the way of Scum Gaming here. And while over in mid, Hawkins, he's tagged down low, but he's still in the corner. They think they've cleared it. Give it a find. 1 finds 2. Oh, nearly finds the 3rd. That's so much damage. It shouldn't have gone that way. And then Muffin in from B to finish off Brody C, putting it now into a 2 versus 4. Hawkins did more than enough against all odds. Now it's Rezu and Liam to make their way towards the B site. 2 versus 4. Smoke's going to allow them to cross. And that'll be bomb going down, but pushing up through the smoke. Oh, Muffin going to be eliminated. They read it perfectly. But they're tagged down so low, it's going to be a losing battle. It's all on Liam. 1 versus 3. He's playing up close and personal. But Nika will be able to land that shot. Scum Gaming, they find themselves a 3rd round on the board. And I'm going to say almost entirely due to that play from Hawkins in mid.
Plays off angle. No flashbang towards mid doors. The players had utility. It's so obvious just to use your nades, flash mid, clear the angle, and trade frag. Hawkins caught them off guard, killed 2 players, and actually dinked up Rezu as well. Definitely making a massive impact into that round, and that will send CEX onto the reset. Most likely to be seeing 4-1 already in the lead for Scum. And CEX here, if they can't get the ball rolling early, it's going to be hard for them to take it without the momentum. Saying that the nice shot there from Rezu will mean it's a 1-man lead already for CEX. This could be good news for CEX if they can finally take a round.
I mean, just the might of these 5 high-powered hand cannons on the side of CEX. They've already put it to good use to find one on the duck. They weren't able to salvage the weapon out of it, but they have already been able to open things up with that man advantage. And as they stack up towards long here, it is all on Nika. He's able to get 1, but now they know where he is. Might be able to follow up the deagle, but he's mopping them up. He's going to get 3, going to get 4, and there we go. They're going to be completely put through the meat grinder. It's all on Liam now. He's over towards short. He's got the deagle. He's also got a lot of Scum Gaming players coming up behind him. That nade, oh my god, it's done a lot of damage. And there's Hawkins with the Famous to end his very, very brief existence on this earth.
4-1. Second buy run coming into play now. CEX took the first one of fast play up short, catching Filler off guard onto the A-bomb site. Will they go for a repeat of that? Will they opt for a different side of the map? Could potentially see a B contact play, a B split. They went out towards mid last time, but Hawkins shut them down. That could cause them to be very anxious to go towards a mid. But talking about mid, Filler here repeating his pistol round performance. Here it comes. Peeks out, space down, 1 space down, 3! Gets a 3K to his name. Liam as well tries to get the refrag in. Takes down Nika, but again, Filler here. Hello, Astro. Bit of awkward timing there towards B, but Hawkins there cementing this round. Brody C is going to have to go absolutely mental if he wants any chance of making this 4-2.
He did spot out Muffin there, though, on the peak. He just caught a little glimpse of his chest armor as it peeked on around the corner. He does have the AWP as well, and up against 3 players on full HP. I can't really think of a better weapon you could hope for in this scenario as he just bides his time. There's still a minute left on the clock, so he's not going to be too restricted in terms of what he can do. Does have the smoke as well. Issue is, wherever he puts that down, it's really going to telegraph his approach onto whichever one of these sites. Scum, they've spread out. They've got a guy over towards long, then they've got Duck holding mid, and lastly, Muffin over towards B. I mean, if he takes this slowly, then he should get taken down by the AWP in mid if he walks across, but he does just miss it. And it's not an AWP, it's the AWP's little brother, it's the Scout. How could I have been so mistaken? But still, can't quite land that shot. They do know where Brody is, but they can't follow it up just yet. He's not going to be able to get too much bang for his buck here, though, as he peeks out mid. Only 25 seconds left now, and I mean, I do think a save is going to be on the cards.
Yeah, for sure. Even though he's got a Scout, it's pretty much an AWP in his hands at this point. Brody C is 38 HP. Nice flick there from him. 16 seconds. He just wants to die before the time ends. And he does so. 2 players staying alive for Scum Gaming. Not quite optimal. Their money, though, still strong, nevertheless. 4-round lead early for Skucks? Shout out Bulldog. For Scum Gaming. I mean, so far what we've seen tonight, right? CEX definitely anticipated them to be taking the lead just based off individual skill. Then again, has this new lineup, has this new form of CEX, has it still got the same level of talent that the previous lineup had?
Yeah, that's something that we can definitely bear in mind. I think it's an interesting question because, of course, they have faced a couple of changes lately. But I mean, Scum Gaming, at least, they've been making a very good showing for a team that I keep having to relay this point. We really didn't, expect two insane sort of performances to come out from, at least not as strong as they have been. Nika kickstarting this one, able to find Brody very early on. A few players managed to make it over towards short, but still, these pistols aren't really going to be able to pay dividends at these longer ranges, especially up against these M4s. No head armor. They're just going to be cut down. Two players down now over towards long. There's no second prong to this split, if you will. It's all going to be up short, and Filler and Duck have no issue shutting this down. It's like shooting fish in a barrel for them as they get funneled out along catwalk.
5 players remaining. The money on Scum is strong. 10,000 on Filler there and 6,000 on Nika. CEX have to win multiple rounds here and chain them together if they want any chance of Scum going broke and trying to get Scum onto an eco. Momentum as well, definitely in their favor. CEX, they had 1 round, they took it and instantly reset, instantly put back onto pistols. But enough of pistols, as these players are now on rifles, AK, Kalashnikovs, and an AWP onto Astro. Hopefully we're seeing a little bit more aggression here from him. Played very passive on Mirage on his T side. On a map like Dust 2, you want your AWP to be playing aggressive. Go up short, take the picks towards A. Go towards mid, face towards CT. Talking about picks towards short, JDD finds it. Nika falls, 1-man advantage with 1 minute 20 on the clock.
Yeah, it's probably the best start we've seen from CEX in quite some time. They've been able to grab a lot of mid presence out of this one. They send 2 players up short as well. Looking like an A split is going to be the strategy of the day right now. Only 2 players as well to hold this one off. And with the angles they're playing, the second they lose Filler in pit, if he can't find a couple of frags here on the push out long, then you're going to see Duck go down without a shadow of a doubt. He's playing over towards crossroads. He's pinned between short and long. If they make it out, this is all going to fall onto Filler here. And as they peek out around the corner, he's going to have no impact, and there we go. He's trapped at long. Next to fall is going to be Duck, just as I was saying, and now it's Muffin and Hawkins for the retake. 2 versus 5, and they're not going to be able to find anything on the cross here. The silver lining is going to be Muffin finding that frag on the Brody, and oh my god, Hawkins as well through the smoke. Suddenly they've made this a very possible retake. Bomb goes down. CEX, they're just throwing this advantage away.
It's all about money right now. The chance of Scum winning this round is so low. They need to take guns out of the T's hands here. I know that might not sound too crazy because it's 2 versus 2 now. Please, Astro, sorry, don't whiff this shot towards CT. And actually, he decides to hide. The bomb is planted for him and no smoke. Yeah, Astro takes that shot. Muffin falls, Hawkins falls, but 3 frags for them. The money on the side of CEX is going to be low. 1 player's going to have to bite the bullet here and go lack of utility. This also means if Scum can take this round and reset CEX, we will be seeing an eco for them. And if CEX get ecoed again after winning the 2nd round, we could be seeing a very, very large lead for Scum. Talking about leads, Hawkins on the FAMAS, not quite what he wants. Lack of firepower towards B, but fortunately for him, it looks like short and mid will be tested for the CT side.
Yeah, mid-presence being that recurring theme right now for CEX. It's so key on Dust. And, I mean, Scum, they have been locking it down somewhat. I mean, really, you see that mid-control goes the way of CEX more often than not, but then they can't quite master these site takes. They take a lot of damage trying to take mid, and then when it comes to actually making their way out onto the site, it all just crumbles apart around them. This time, though, they've gotten up short. Very little damage has been done. The only issue is Duck on the site. They don't compensate for him being posted up with the AWP there, and they bite the dust. As Rezu will be the first to go down. Now they're going to be switching things up, trying to grab mid control instead. That smoke's going to allow them to cross as it does block off CT, but good flashes from Scum to delay the push here to render these players in mid null and void.
No. Player there pushing towards mid. The CT player catches him off guard. Where's Brody? See, gets the flick shot onto Nika. He's going to be kicking himself for allowing Brody C to get that. You can't allow those frags to slip, and that might make the round go in favor of CEX. They're a man down. Astro with the AWP can play the B contact and actually have a CT player pushing in. Astro whiffs the shot under pressure. Gets the second following up shot though. 3 versus 3. Low HP on 2 of these players. And when these players walk out B, they're going to get more down from Scum Gang with their rifles. Making it 7-2. They don't even make it to the B bomb site. Don't even leave or exit the tunnel. 5-round advantage now for Scum and the reset for CEX. I mean, money, 4.5k. I mean, if they force this, They could have an AK. Maybe go for a short contact, but instead they're going to be going and resorting to pistols.
Yeah, I mean, pushing all that long might not be too bad of an idea, but they do have 2 players here to shut this down. And oh my god, saying that, it all comes crumbling down around them. JWD able to get 1, but still now he's pinned over at long. And look at this Scum. They're just rotating on through. Everyone's here. It doesn't matter because Philip has that P250. He's got armor as well, and that's all he needs. 8-2 right now. Scum, they find themselves 6 rounds ahead, and even more dominating performance here than we saw previously on Mirage. And I mean, I don't know about you, but do you reckon kind of the not necessarily like tilt in the most conventional ways, but the fact that CEX are kind of being just, you know, ragged around by this team that are fairly new and have a lot less experience than their own? Do you think that's playing into the mentality here?
Talk about mentality. They all go to the fire and they all do 4. JDD last alive. But talk about experience. I mean, you say CX is more experienced. I mean, the organization is. Brody C potentially. Definitely Rezu. But Liam S, played for Nervage, hasn't really got too much land experience in terms of placements or leagues. He did fill in for CX last season, but he played a couple of maps. Astro, completely new to the scene. He's played for a long time. Well, not a long time, multiple years, but has 4,000 plus hours. Plays a lot of pugs. Played in Team CS, but just very, very recently came up into the scene, popped out of nowhere. Rez was watching his stream, was like, oh, he's taking nice op shots. I want him on my team. No experience, and it's definitely showing because Scum, the lack of experience, they definitely bring it in terms of the way they play the game. They're playing methodical CS, they play proper CS, and fundamentally, they're better than CEX.
Yeah, and as we can see right now, CEX, they're trying to grab mid control once again, but it's all going to be going horribly wrong here as Rezu, the player tasked with making his way out long, gets dispatched very early on. Now it's going to be the man advantage going the way of Scum Gaming once again. And I mean, you know, they've taken a lot of damage across the board, but still they have got that also critical man advantage. CEX do make their way up short, so it's going to be another A play once again, but they only have players on short, and they're well aware of this. They can't just take it from this one angle. They've tried time and time again, and it hasn't worked out for them. Instead, they're going to be smoking off mid and trying to split out in towards the B site.
Push up on top of there for them B players. The C2 players, Liam S capitalizes off that. Hawkins is 4, making it the 4 versus 4. The good Molotov there. Muffin only has a molly though, no smoke. If it is smoke, that could have been it. That could have been the round over. But still, flashes and mollies on the T side. Could smoke out, flash out, and try and burst onto the B website. Here come the flashes, here come the execute. Through the door though, Duck hits that flick onto Brody C. 1-man lead, play it slow, play the retake, don't force your hand, don't force the issue. And they do just that, and Liam capitalizes and takes down Nika.
I mean, losing that one player, losing Nika as they push in, could prove to be extremely bad here, as retaking this B site is infamously hard with equal numbers. You can see lackluster utility. Now leave it all in the hands of Duck, and as he makes his way through the window, Liam and JWD, they combine to take him down. 9-3 is CEX. They get a much-needed third round on the board, but still, you can't help but feel like it's both too little too late and has just poised them perfectly for a potential economic reset here.
You're right. Every single time CX take a round, they get instantly reset, and that's so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Nika drops out of the server. Damn. If they won this, they reset CX. That's really a kick up. And Nika was playing towards A. So all CX have to do is realize when Niko's playing, head towards there, and try and capitalize off of the unfortune of Scum Gaming. Then again, though, they still can't win this. We've seen them win 4 versus 5 already multiple times this game. Or this series, sorry. Still, though, slow play from CX. They're playing like they have the man advantage because they do. Just basis of... Was it DC? What was it?
Yeah.
No Steam logon. No Steam logon. Yeah,
oh, yeah,
got timed out. Yeah, really unfortunate there for Scum. They can still win this round, though, of course.
Yeah, I mean, right now we are going to be seeing CEX setting up once again for their infamous A split, and it's something that Scum have had a great job of remedying this issue time and time again, but this time, rather unfortunately, Philly's going to be going aggressively out long, and that's not what they wanted. Duck wants to be trapped here over towards long, able to get one, but that's going to be it as the trade comes through. Now it's a 2-on-3. Look at this aggressive play from Muffin, though. He's already coming up long. If he goes fast enough here, he could really catch CEX with their pants down. JWD gonna get tagged through the smoke. He falls. Now it's a 2-on-2. They might not even need Nika here. As Brody playing on top of the dumpster, Hawkins has to check this angle. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get that frag. Now it's all on Muffin. 1v2. He's slowly pushing up long, but they read it perfectly. He's gonna fall. As a 9-4 scoreline now gonna be on the cards for CEX.
Brody, see that? The 2 versus 2 manages to make it the 2 versus 0 and clutches the 4th round for Scum. But it's a 4 versus 5, it's a 4 versus 4, it's a 3 versus 3. Imagine if that player did not drop out the server. That A player as well. You would have had 2 players on long. It could potentially be a very, very different outcome there. We could have been seeing 10-3 from Scum. And that was late into the round, so they will not have the reset. The round did play out, so it will be 9-4, unfortunately for them. That will set them onto the eco for Scum. So most likely, we're going to be looking at 9-6 here, or potentially 10-5.
And while as we look at this round, we can see CEX are slowly but surely pushing in towards B. They're taking it very slowly. They haven't signaled their positioning here just yet, but they are going to be spotted out. Hawkins first of all, leaving it all on Muffin. He's going to be there next to get taken down. Duck's able to rotate on through and get one, but that's going to be it. And they're just eliminating Scum across the map. It's all on Nika, the man from No Steam Logon Town, as he makes his way down through T-spawn on this long flank. Does good damage out on a JWD, forcing him to fall on back, but they're more than aware of where he is. They rotate players on through to try and back up JWD so they don't lose the AWP. And Nika, well, it's not a nice situation to be in. There's a lot of players here looking his way, and he just walks out into the firing squad, hands himself in, and it's going to get taken down. 9-5 right now, with the potential for a 9-6 half for CEX, which, you know, isn't really anything you can shake a stick at this point, considering it was 9-3.
Oh yeah, it was 10. It was 10-2. Oh sorry, it was 9-2. It could have definitely been a lot worse for CEX and Astro and JDD. Both of the AWPs hit the tag through the door, and that will mean a weak B. And here comes the counteralization. Muffin gets one instantly traded there. Not too much he can do. And here come the fast rotations though from the CT side. They know what's going on. They anticipated the fast B play as soon as that player died towards mid, but unfortunately Brody sees his hand. He's in gear. He takes down Duck, whatever you want to call him, resulting in the final 2 players rotating in from CT.
And they're trying to push in through tunnels. Astro is going to be looking the wrong way here, but there are other players to watch the angle. If they can find this frag when that smoke starts to fade, then they might be in a shot with this, but there's so little time, and that's going to be the issue. Brody able to get 1. He makes it 2 as well with a nice spray there. That's 4 in total for him. Just a key player there towards the end. Someone that we said previously on Mirage was really lighting things up. It was him who kind of came into his own in the latter stages of this and really started to pull things through for the side of CEX, as well as just them overall as a team. You know, I feel like maybe starting to synergize a little bit better, maybe starting to adapt to what Scum were doing. And I definitely feel like that DC from Nika helped a lot, just with the confidence boost, which is a damn shame, really. The domino effect of that.
As soon as that player dropped out of the server, money broke for Scum. They couldn't quite get it in, and then the double tag through the doors meant an easy B bomb site for CEX, sorry. But he spoke about key players, he spoke about Brody C, but Hawkins, 19 kills. 19 kills in 1 half is a lot. 15 for Killer. For Filler, obviously, the crazy pistol round, the crazy AK spray that he had towards short as well. But, I mean, if you've got a player at 15 kills and a player at 19 kills, and you've only got 9 rounds, that definitely goes to show some poor trades, potentially, from Scum Gaming. And talk about trade frags. That's exactly what you want on your T side, what you need. So at CX, saw what happened to them when Scum went up short, and they're going to do the exact same thing. It's looking like potentially a role reverse in terms of pistols, but this player towards lower tunnel could change things.
It's equally important for either team here to have a good start on the pistol, and as we can see, Scum, they are going to be replicating the sort of strategies of CEX here as they dedicate a lot of their players down towards mid. It's so key on Dust, in particular on these pistol rounds, to try and grab control of this early on. And Hawkins, he's going to be opening things up at mid. Rezu, first of all, no trade frag in sight either, and as Muffin pushes up short, he's going to be doing work. Liam next to go down. Brody has to try and remedy this problem, but he can't quite connect the shots. He has to fall on back. Oh! On the huge plans. One lands, two, and he's locking it down, lining them up. And that's going to be 2 frags for him, putting it into a 3-on-3, equalizing out the players across the board. And that's going to be paying dividends here. We can see, though, that lurk roll from Hawkins going to be punished. A nice shot from JWD, and then Astro to lock down the B site ultimately means that CEX will be picking up the pistol into this round.
The whiff there onto short, onto Birdie C. Allows Birdie C to stay alive, retreat once again. And finally, against all odds, up against the ropes, finds 2 crisp headshots to cement his team. The pistol round, the second pistol round. I was about to say, did they win both? But actually, finally, we're seeing 1-1 in pistols. Last game, CX took both of those in convincing fashion and ended up losing 16-5, or 16-10, sorry. Only winning 5 rifle rounds, so 1-1 in terms of pistols. Potentially a more balanced and fair game here in terms of who's really winning the crucial rounds, who's really winning the rifle rounds where it is full bore, when strategy and team play really does come into play and is a major factor. But 1 minute 20 on the clock. Another slow default here for Scum. They do like to play slow on their CT and T side, so it's probably why they're so effective versus the UK teams. UK teams typically on their CT side play so aggressive. I feel like Scum Gaming, especially as no-namers as well, right? When you're playing versus players you don't know, your ego kicks in and you want to play aggressive. You want to just run at them or aim them and just kill them. Scum Gaming capitalizing off of that, play the slow default, and it allows them to gain advantages based off of the not the misfortune, but the misread of their opponents.
For the time being, though, no challenges coming in towards mid will allow Scum Gaming to make their way up short, almost virtually undetected, as no one's going to be able to hear or telegraph this play across to the rest of their team. Right now, push looking like it could come out. It's mainly going to fall down to the 2 players in CT and site, Astro and Liam, to hold down this one. The MP9 up close, going to be in its element here, with Astro backing up on the M4. We're going to be seeing, though, Liam going to be taken out by that scout. It's already paying off the relatively low investment on that scout. It's going to be a 3-on-3, and whilst they have found some frags out towards A, it was a bit of an error there for Duck to go aggressive with the bomb. They've taken down everyone towards the B site. Now bomb's out in the open. They have to try and get it back. And up against these rifles, up against these armored players, they're going to be finding a very hard time of just that.
Yep, misread from me there. Oh no, Nika dies after the time.
I mean, that's like another nail in the coffin right there for Scum in that round. And in the rounds to come.
Yeah, massively amateur mistakes coming out from these players. I mean, yeah, fair enough. 26 on the clock. They got a kill towards B. They panic. Oh, B. They go B. They realize there's still a player there. He shows his hand towards the double doors. They get cold feet. They try to go towards A. One player goes up short with 15 seconds or 10 seconds left on the clock. And that does result in the round going in favor of CX. Was anticipated, though. Obviously, generally speaking, after winning the pistol, you do take the following rounds just because when you have the scout, no armor, when you have the pistols with Kevlar, it's so hard to battle versus the rifles, especially when they play the right setups. Play passive, allow the pistols to walk into their crosshairs. It's very hard to pick up those rounds, but good play from CX. We'll net them the second following round into the second half, making it 9-8, and the pause comes out from CX. I'm not too sure what the problem is here. No one's saying, oh, we are live, so no issues here. Probably just someone going to the toilet or something like that. So, major problem right here is Nika with $300. That is major. He'll get 2.4 into the next round, which means he can buy Techno armor, Techno nades. But enough of that, as we see 4 players from the T side pushing up long.
Yeah, they're trying to have some impact with these Glocks, but at ranges against the rifles, it's just not going to be going their way. You can see Nika next to full, and oh my god, Liam with the UMP, just looking to try and farm up some fat stacks. Does exactly that. 9-9 now. It's all tied up, and like you say, something that's going to be huge into this is Nika on that UMP. He can't afford to buy the rifle along with the rest of his team, meaning already they're going to be finding themselves at a significant disadvantage. They don't have anything to deal with the AWP that Astro is going to be presenting for the side of CEX, and they're also going to be, you know, faring a lot worse in these longer range engagements thanks to the UMP on the back of Nika.
Actually, yeah, UMP, I was expecting a lot worse considering he had, you know, 2.7k. But I quite like the idea of the Tech 9 armor and the full nade utility. Smoke off short, flash yourself up short, try and get the close range duels. Try and open up the close range engagements, right? Instead, though, with the UMP, and not the most utility. They have smokes, but a lack of flashes, which means they might end up just smoking off long, or sorry, short, flashing over once or twice, and just trying to brute force their way onto the A-bomb site. Then again, though, Astro here with the AWP towards Car. Once his flashes come in, he's going to be locking down this A-bomb site. Slow play here from the T's. 1 minute left on the clock. They have time. Slowly taking control of short. Smoke and one flashbang. That's it.
Here we go, looking like they'll be making their way out. Flash to telegraph the approach. Hawkins is able to get that frag down, and Brody over towards the B site. Rezu, he's just letting them cross. An amazing trigger discipline there to net him one frag as he rotates on through. Gonna be able to get another onto Hawkins. The B lurk as that bomb now making its way over. Liam spots it out. The rotate fully underway. They've just got to worry about Filler, who is on the flank. But as he gets hurt, making his way down short, he's not ready for Liam, who is just ready and waiting over towards mid. He lands the headshot. Now he's only on 13 HP, and he's trapped over towards the A site. Can't back up Duck, who's alone and scared over towards B.
Oh no, they do know it's B. The time... Oh, this could be major. The time ticking away. There's no kit. Astro's the kit. Where's Astro? Astro is towards mid. This is major. This could be a massive problem right now. Duck down the 1 versus 2. If he kills Liam here when he sprays him down. Astro with the AWP and HE nade. It's not what you want in the situation. Has the kit though. Oh my goodness! Flick headshots. Takes down Astro, and somehow, some way, Scum Gaming take that. Cement themselves 1 round of the lead. 10-9. And the money on CEX is a shambles. They have money to buy light, light utility, light armor, light firepower. But it shall be a quality buy here. Pistols and armor on a few players. And a heavy stack towards long.
All the pistols are going to be working for the time being. They find good damage. Nika going to be the first to fall. Muffin is able to refrag, putting it back into the 4-on-4. They fall back from long. They do leave Muffin to watch the angle, but actually he's going to be peeling away. Not only do they grab that UMP, but they also managed to gain a good bit of ground over towards long. Meanwhile, Brody finds some damage onto Hawkins. Can't quite chime with a frag, but it does open it up for JDD to cement himself 1. He's still going to hold down this B site solo, and as they push on in, he's only got a deagle to his name. He's got to land some amazing Juan Deegs, but it's not going to be the time or place as he gets taken out. Now it's a 2v3. Rezu with this UMP. Oh, that nade from downtown. It's Rezu. He's going to be able to get 1. Now it's a 2-on-2, and suddenly things are heating up here. This B site incredibly hard to retake, but they really don't have anything to lose on the side of CEX. And that's exactly how they're going to be playing. Rezu is going to be taken out, as is Liam, as they walk in like lambs to the slaughter. It's going to be an 11th round on the board for Scum Gaming.
So, it's a 2 versus 2. They're both playing together. They're going towards the B-bomb site on a retake. One player is low HP, and one player is full HP, Rezu, right? Or substantial HP. In that situation, the player of low HP should always lead. He's going to die anyway. There's no armor. He falls. That allows the second player behind him, his teammates, to get the trade frag while the enemy is shooting at his teammate. The player who's already low HP. You don't want the player of low HP in the 1 versus 2 because that exact situation happens. Typically, when you're low HP, you want to be the first player in so you can get traded. You want the players with more HP to be last alive to clutch out the situations, right? Forget about Bogdan's Law. Forget about all that NA drama rubbish. That was a mess. Did you see that?
No.
You don't know about the Bogdan's Law?
No.
Bogdan's Law is if you have low HP, you should always be drop the AWP.
Yeah, no, yeah, I have heard this. And this is the whole thing with, is it Steel in him? Yeah. Oh, man. The whole thing is amazing, yeah. I didn't know it had like a little catchy name.
Bogdan's Law.
Yeah, Bogdan's Law. Fair enough.
It's like Newton's Law. Newton's Law in physics. Bogdan's Law of CS. Players on low HP, drop me the AWP.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I nearly said a joke that would have been terrible because like I can't even repeat it. I'll just get endlessly bullied. So never mind. It's going to be 11-9 right now. 2 rounds between these two teams, and Scum Gaming loads of aggression out towards long. It's going to catch CEX off guard as they haven't really seen this level of aggression from Scum Gaming just yet. Long going to be left completely unprotected, and as a result, they're capitalizing on this very, very quickly. Liam does get boosted up onto the site, so at least they have one player to act as the linchpin in this scenario. But still, I mean, they've lost a lot of ground early on and are having to try and play off the back of it.
Heavy control towards long from the T side here. No AWP though, so Duck in pit won't really get too much out of his AK. Typically speaking, when you have that one player in pit on the T side, typically with an AWP peeking towards the A bomb site, once the smoke towards CT fades, generally there's going to be a CT player that peeks you, easy frag, easy entry. But with the AK, it's far, far, far more difficult to land that one tap instead of just simply scoping someone and killing them. But a slow shift towards mid, and actually this player towards short. On the CT side, Renzo gets one. Can he get any more though? He has him from back. Don't give away your life. And the greed there will allow Scum to get a first kill for them into the round.
Here we go, the mid play coming out from Scum, going to be able to get one. Brody C going to be the first to fall. Now Astro's there to try and trade things out, but that smoke going to be blocking him. Trying to look over this top, but he can't quite spot out anyone on their push in towards B. It's JDD to try and hold things down. He's able to get one on a Hawkins, but still posted up here in towards tunnels. Threat not going to be completely dealt with just yet. They're not going to be ready, however, for Duck, who's just biding his time over towards mid, waiting patiently and allowing these players to cross. They think it's going to be clear because of JDD's position right now. And as they push out, JDD able to get one. Now it's all on Duck as they lose everyone on the site, and he's going on the long rotate. There's not enough time. He has to fall on back. And I don't think he knew they didn't have a kit. If he'd gone for that, I reckon he could have got the frag potentially.
They have a kit. They have a kill on Astro.
Okay, yeah, but the guy who defused didn't have a kit, so he thought Astro would have been the one to have defused.
The problem was the bomb wasn't planted for him, so
yeah.
As soon as your teammate says it's not planted for you,
I still think that, you know, if he'd gone for the push, he could have potentially lined it up because it wasn't planted, like,
it wasn't planted for
out
him.
of sight.
It's under window.
I know, yeah, but there was still enough time without the kit to go for the.
You have to be peeking.
We'll just have to agree to disagree on that one. That's all good.
So, early action here. Muffin finds the 1D onto Liam. Let's say Rezu there. And Asher there making it a 4 versus 4. Refaces easily without a flashbang, without any backup or utility. And gives Scum Gaming the one-man lead already. Only 30 seconds into the round, so action-packed already. Brody C pushing. Equalizes the numbers 3 versus 3, but everyone's left the B bomb site. Do they anticipate this over-rotate from CEX here? And again, a push towards short. JDD trying to get information to catch out. That's a nice flick there. Can he get any more? Duke falls. Picks up the Tech 9. Another one dig from Muffin, though. Could this be winnable?
1v2 right now, and Brody swapping things out to the AWP. It's all going to be on Muffin with that deagle. He's pushed his map towards top mid. He's going to be heard out by JDD surely as he peeks on around the corner. He's not going to check it, and there we go. Walking unbeknownst to him into the waiting arms of death as he gets taken down. It's going to be 11-11, all tied up here as CEX. They have a bit of a resurgence in these last couple of rounds, finding themselves a substantial couple of victories into this. 2 players left alive in that round, 3 in the previous. It's not, the ideal number, but at least it's more success than we've seen them have on these rifle rounds previously. They are very much creating some problems for Scum right now, and they're having to try and remedy them as best they can. The answer, they think at least, is going to be held over towards mid as they send 4 players here very early on.
Two of these players, one of these players upper tunnels B. 3 players towards mid. The bomb slowly shifting. Shift walking to the B bomb site. This will be a mid split here from Scum Gaming. It's a good read. No CT player playing towards mid. So as soon as that smoke comes in, there's no backup. And there's currently no backup for the isolated player here on the site. And I wish I had auto-rect right now because I'm spamming through these players. And it's going to be... Where is he? Brody C. 7. Bloody hell. Brody C towards B. Isolated here. Astro though and Renzi find frags towards mid and short. Making it a 3 versus 4. And somehow, some way, Scum Gaming might be throwing this round.
A lot of this is going to depend on Nika. Can he entry towards B? And he can't. He's going to be dropped out of the equation, as is Filler. Now it's all on Muffin, and it was looking so good here, but suddenly it's gone so wrong. CEX, they find themselves in the lead for the first time in a long time. 12-11 right now, with the potential to take this series 1-1.
Pistols for Scum Gaming. It's finally CEX in the lead after having to fight back constantly from 9-2, 9-3, sorry, 8-2, 9-3, and eventually 9-6, and then winning that pistol round. Definitely And he gave them the gateway back. Oh, sorry, they lost the pistol round, but somehow, some way, they managed to bring it back into the rifle rounds. Stark contrast from what we saw on the previous map here. A 1-1 for CEX, though. Is it good enough for them? I still think they're going to be pretty upset with this result. Scum Gaming, though. Strong first showing.
Yeah, definitely so. I mean, even if CEX do manage to take this one, Scum Gaming can't be too disappointed with the outcome. They've shown that they're very much a major contender thus far, but still, I mean, it's not over just yet. Filler is going to be in this 1 versus 5 into this round, but it was just a bit of a throwaway to begin with. It will be an 11-13 scoreline. He wants to try and find some damage here, if he can, but already see not going to give him the satisfaction. 11-13, 2 rounds between these two teams, and Scum Gaming, I mean, they've still got plenty of room left to try and have a bit of a resurgence and mount that comeback.
The comeback indeed. Hawkins with the AWP this time. We're going to throw that over to Duck, who's been playing actually pretty well with the AWP so far. Hitting nice shots. And definitely having impact when they're on their CT side towards a long. This time, though, it's going to be Hawkins sticking with the AWP. Be interested to see how he plays it. If he's a fast, aggressive style AWPer, or the slow and passive AWPer. Talking about aggressive style, push towards B. Hawkins peeks out, text on JDD. Does he anticipate Astro towards short? And he does not. But as soon as they see 2 players short, they instantly go up long. They know it's going to be a weak long haul.
Yeah, look at them running across through the smoke, though. Liam lines them up, knocks them down, and just slaughters them on the approach. Him and Astro, they combine it. Oh, Astro at the end. He's going to find 3 huge frags. That's the hat trick. 11-14 now. CEX, they're storming towards that map point to take this to 1-1. They don't want to give Scum the satisfaction, and there's the pause.
Is it too late, though?
I mean, yeah, that's always something to bear in mind. You see quite often, you know, the pause is being called in my opinion, too late. It's better to take a pause the second things look like they're kind of starting to go wrong, instead of believing that you can, like, you know, mount this comeback. They've waited until, you know, CEX have won 5 rounds consecutively and taken it to a 14-11 scoreline before they called this pause in. In my opinion, you know, the second you see it get to that 12-11 scoreline, I remember when they were on the eco in that round, that would have been a good time to take your pause, discuss what you're going to be doing with your investment after the eco, and have a proper idea of kind of how to not allow the lead to become much worse. The only issue we're going to be seeing now is they don't have a lot of money to play around with. So the consequences of this pause right now aren't really going to have the biggest effect that they could.
It's an ego thing as well, right? You don't want to take the pause because you don't want to give the other team, the enemies, the satisfaction of knowing that you've got the enemy up against the ropes. You're in their head. They're trying to think of some way, somehow, that they can come back and try and combat you. But then again, I almost call them Scum Gaming again. RIP Bulldog. Scum Gaming. As soon as it was 13-11 or 12-11, whenever that round came in where they put onto eco, it felt like ever since then, they just haven't been the same. CEX, early aggression, 2 players up short, 2 players up short, 2 players pushing B tunnels, they crunch mid. They crunch mid, it works. And so far, aggressive players on the CT side for CEX, definitely mounting them more than a comeback and potentially a strong victory here.
Yeah, we'll be seeing a heavy mid presence once again coming out from Scum, but those missed flashes going to be slowing it down. Going to be making things quite difficult. I think that was a little bit of team damage there in towards mid as Hawkins gets tagged down to 64 on the back of a teammate. So a very, very bad start. Flash through the smoke to try and deny it. The boost coming out as well does mean Rezu's going to be a huge threat here. They're going to think it's clear and he can just peek over the top of that smoke, use it to his advantage. Should be able to shut down this push, but it's actually going to be Brody to get 2. And now no trade frag in sight. JDD and him just locking down B. Bomb's going to be dropped. It's all on Nika and Filler to try and lock this one down, bring it back into the realms of possibility. They find one, but as Astro jumps out mid, lands that AWP shot, it's all on Nika. They know where he is, and they are going to be going a little bit aggressive here for him.
Double tap there, taking down Astro. But at this point, economical damage just isn't enough. The money, nearly 12,000 on Brody C. It's going to be 14k by the end of this round. And actually, this could work out. Oh, the player towards boxes isn't peeking. Smart play here. Not playing over aggressive. I doubt Nico expects his player to the left here. And if he does, Brody C, we saw what he did last time. Running towards mid, trying to bait him out. The whiff spray, but Rezu does cement that one. 15-11. 1 round on match point here for CEX, and looking like we're going to be seeing 1-1. Unless the buy here from Scum is absolutely crazy. But Scout on Muffin, Scout on Filler. 3 AKs. I mean, they could go for the double tag towards mid doors, try and get an early frag that way and rush B.
Well, yeah, I mean, exactly. What you do
They
with the
both win.
scouts
They both win.
is, well, you know, if they didn't both with, then you would have been able to just, yeah, it's like a budget orb, right? You invest in it, you just do the damage. That's it. It's a fire and forget weapon. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then, you know, it's not really the ideal weapon to have. But a few players can make it work. Out towards long, though, it's going to be Hawkins to find the first. The trade does come through very, very quickly. And that's something we've seen CEX just really become a lot more solid in regards to their trading. No kill is going untraded at the minute. Whereas in the earlier stages of this, when we saw Scum on the CT side, they were being out-aimed, out-traded left and right. But it's not going to be the case this time around. We can see it's a 4-on-4 right now. Scum, they've been able to get a little bit of mid-presence, a player up short as well. But with only a scout to try and face off against Brody, it's not going to be ideal. They still managed to find it, but Liam there, once again, the second a player goes down, someone else dies elsewhere. So it's a 3-on-3. Still, though, 50 seconds left. Plenty of time on the clock.
Bomb towards top of middle. So even if they do take the bomb, the B bomb site, the bomb is going to be quite late there. And actually could get caught off in rotation. Nope. There's no one to shot from CT side, and actually JDD gets caught off guard from behind. Duke takes him down. And now in the 2 versus 3, they have money to go for this. Kip, 2 mollies, smoke and a flashbang. It's winnable. Smoke off tunnel, molly under window, molly platform. It's definitely winnable.
It's not within the without the realms of possibility here. CEX, they might be a man down. Retaking this B site is incredibly hard. It's all going to really fall on whether or not Resu can try and find something to kickstart this retake. And as he's going quite slowly about it, if he can pick up a frag here, then we're going to see them go for this. But if they can't find anything, or if one of them goes down, then it will be the end of it. And there we go. The trades come through. Scum Gaming, they're not going to go down without a fight as they pick up a 12th round. 3 rounds between them and CEX. Now they have to stave off 3 map points in a row to try and take this through to overtime.
In the 3 versus 3, though, they didn't have anyone playing for information. 1 player long, 1 player car holding short, and 1 player all the way towards B, all isolated on his own. No player playing for information, meant that the rotation was so late for the CT side. And I mentioned before that the bomb could get caught off in rotation, but there was no player mid. They were both stuck so far up long, meaning that a free B bomb site for Scum Gaming results in a 12th round for them. And already, Hawkins there, the entry towards B.
Oh, look at this play from Neela playing up close. He's going to have to get 2 frags on the back of the UMP. There's just shredding through. Oh, playing in the corner there was going to be Brody. He's nearly got a couple for his troubles, but only he's able to get 1 in the long run. Leaving it all on Liam, who's slowly but surely pushing up towards mid. That smoke not going to allow him presence in through those doors. And they do fake out the bomb plot. He wants to try and make something happen in through window. If he can potentially drop out Hawkins, and he can just watch the bomb, but still, he's at such a significant man disadvantage. He's got plenty of utility. If he just dropped the nade in through the window, then he would have been able to pick up this frag and deny that bomb plant, but not going to be doing so. Perhaps a bit of an error on his part, but he still lands the shot. Impressive one, but he still has 2 players to find nonetheless. Well, that smoke goes out, but it doesn't matter. Philip in from car, able to eliminate him swiftly and aggressively to take Scum Gaming to a 13-5 scoreline. 2 rounds left for them to take this through to overtime.
Money low as well on CX's side. This is going to come down to the final button. Eco here for CX, 14-15 for Scum. We could be seeing overtime here for the final map of day 1. UK Gaming Tours UK League. Be nice. We've had some whitewashes. You know, we've had our 16-5s, our 16-4s. Be quite nice to actually have a very competitive game here.
Oh, and they try going in for the pistol rush, and it's just going to get shut down. Muffin in mid to find the last, and I mean, at that point, they get completely slaughtered. They get put through the meat grinder. It's going to be 14-5, and I mean, even though that was a throwaway round, having all your players just cut down like that, like they're nothing, is not going to be too great for them around. They're going to be feeling the pressure at this point on both sides. And I mean, I think we could very easily see overtime here. We've got the auto sniper up on filler, which, well, there is an overtime, so we just put it form. So I guess it would just be the draw. Oh, we ought to be seeing the Sabbath taking a little
But
break, but there we go.
Does that mean it's 16? Well, who knows? 15-14, all to play for here. Low HP onto Astro. One bullet from the Kalashnikov or the AWP will send him packing. Still a slow default from Scum. Heavy top mid presence here. One player going towards the closed doors. Could be a flashbang here. Clear doors. Gets information. Have Hawkins peek towards CT. Have Hawkins peek B. Something like that. But instead, they're going to go for the dry face. We saw what Hawkins did to his foe in the first half. Here comes the peek towards CT. His Rezu, boosted up. CT will fall. Fast trade though from Astro.
It's a 4-on-4 right now. They're trying to push in towards his B side, but JDD, he's locking it down. Gonna be able to get one, then trade it out swiftly, but they don't account for Brody being there as well. Scum is gonna be able to find that one frag as Doug takes him down. It's a 2-on-2, and they might be in with a shot of winning this. Low HP on Astro, not gonna be boding well for them here. Bomb goes down, and they've got Filler over in towards mid. He's in the back line. He's gonna be dropped out of the equation though, leaving it all on Duck right now. 1 versus 2. I mean, this could go either way. This B site going to be, the best site to have to hold down in this scenario. There's also very little utility for the side of CEX, none on the side of Scum. But it's still at 1v2. They are letting time, though, run away from them here. They're going to leave themselves quite close to the wire. But never mind, Astro, what a shot to finish that one off. It's going to be CEX taking it 16-14 by the skin of their teeth to take this series 1-1. And as you said a minute ago, Snods, that's it from us tonight. But do you have any closing thoughts on the game?
Let's have a think. Impulse, strong showing one map, bad showing another map. Potentially some inconsistencies there, but I want to see Impulse play more, see if it was just a one fluke here or there, sorry. And see if they can get some consistency on the lineup, because they definitely have talent and potential. And it's in disbelief. They're playing with 2 stand-ins. You can't really read too much into that. Scum. I like the way they play. Slow, methodical CS, definitely catching a lot of the UK scene players off guard with the way they play, and are capitalizing off of that. And CEX, I mean, for the org, the 3rd place at I-59, I expect far, far more seeing here. The inexperience is showing, so potentially with time, this could be a very good lineup. Who knows?
Yeah, definitely so. But that is going to be it from us tonight. We saw this last series go 1-1. We'll be back with some more tomorrow, as well as some other games coming up next. I believe tomorrow we'll be taking you through by, I think it's Flakes and Hugo will be covering that one. But yeah, for the time being, that's going to be it from us tonight. If you did enjoy it, be sure to follow UK Gaming Tour on Twitter at UKG Tours. Myself at Just Harry GG, and Snods is at, oh my god, why have I forgot it now?
At Snods the most. CSGO. At Snods
there
CSGO.
We go, at Snods CSGO. Be sure to drop a follow there.
Plays with TV, so Snods. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in, and I won't be seeing you tomorrow. Flakes and Hugo will. Good night, boys.